Welcome to this Ordinary Council meeting of the 23rd of August 2023. Could I call upon Councillor Robinson to make the civic affirmation?
We, the councillors of the Armidale region, declare that we will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of our community and faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities, discretions vested in us to the best of our skill and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Robinson. And could I call upon Councillor Mepham to make an acknowledgement of country?
We acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and pay our respects to elders past and present and emerging. The Armidale regional community pays tribute to their love of land, love of people and love of culture.
Thank you, Councillor Mepham, and I will now call upon the General Manager to make a statement regarding live streaming.
Thanks, Mr Mayor. The meeting is being audio and video recorded, and the recordings of the non-confidential parts of the meeting will be made available on the internet. No other persons are permitted to record the meeting unless specifically authorised by council to do so. And could all mobile phones and laptops be set to silent, please? Thanks, Mr Mayor.
Thank you, Mr General Manager. Councillors, I have received 3 apologies. So that's from Councillor O'Brien, Councillor Widders and Councillor O'Connor. I also note that Councillor Redwood is coming to us via Zoom. Councillors, having reviewed the agenda, do any of you need to declare a conflict of interest? No, thank you. All right, we'll move on to the next one. And that's item 5.1, which is confirmation of the minutes of the Ordinary Council meeting held on 26 July 2023. Can I have a mover for that, please? Thank you, Councillor McMichael, and a seconder. Thank you, Councillor Mepham. Any comment to make, Councillor McMichael? Councillor Mepham? All right, let's put that to a vote. All those in favour of confirming those minutes? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. The next item is a mayoral minute, and this particular mayoral minute is calling on councillors to support representations to the Federal Agriculture Minister to express strong opposition to the proposed or mooted relocation of the Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicines Authority away from Armidale. And also to call upon the Minister to provide certainty that jobs will remain in Armidale regardless of the outcome of a management and cultural review of the APVMA. So as Chair, I move that minute. Any discussion around that? Councillor Robinson. Councillor McMichael first.
I think it's really important that different agencies, both federal and state, are in our regional cities. I think it's ironic that a city like Canberra, which was agreed to only by, because Melbourne and Sydney couldn't agree on the capital, exists, is saying that it should come back to Canberra. The APVMA has a significant number of jobs and inserts a large amount of money into the city. The problems that existed have been changed because of the management at the top, which has been changed, and I support the Mayor's mayoral minute. Thanks.
Thank you, Councillor McMichael. Councillor Robinson.
I just wanted to say that I believe fully that the culture depends on how the organisation has been managed, and we've had several examples of that for this council, and it doesn't depend on the location. So we simply call on the state government to keep the organisation in Armidale and fix the culture, because there may be valuable lessons learned for lots of other places.
Terrific. Thank you, Councillor Robinson. Councillor Packham.
Mr Mayor, I'd like to echo the sentiments of my 2 learned colleagues here, but moreover,
The AVPMA is an ag-based organisation. Armidale and its region has proven with the university, CSIRO, etc., that we can have great agricultural-based organisations in our territory and do very well at them. And that for the sentiments that Councillor Robinson talked about, the culture can be created and the organisation belongs here. Suits me.
Thank you. Okay, councillors, let's... Councillor Redwood.
I'm fully supportive of the of your recommendation, Mr. Mayor, and you know, to reiterate, but also extend that it's not, you know, Armidale is not to blame for the cultural issues that existed within that agency, and I fully support your moves to advocate for the retention of the AVPMA in Armidale.
Councillors, let's put it to a vote. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Councillors, that brings us to item 7.1, which is relates to the Local Government New South Wales Annual Conference. So this report is in relation to appointing a voting delegate for the LGNSW conference. Armidale Regional Council has 3 voting delegates, and it's imperative that regional voices are heard, particularly at that conference to counter the suburban voices. So we must nominate 3 delegates, 3 voting delegates. The Mayor and the Deputy are already there, plus 1 other. And I have received a nomination from Councillor McMichael to be the 3rd delegate, but there's a recommendation on the screen. Could I have a mover, please? Thank you, Councillor Gadders. Do you want to just mention your...
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd just like, if we could, make a small amendment to point C, to the wording that we're now seeing highlighted on the screen, that Council agreed to more than 1 additional councillor to attend the LG New South Wales conference as a non-voting delegate. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Gadders. And Councillor McMichael, you're seconding that? Councillor Gadders, anything you wish to add around that? Okay, councillors, given that we only have 1 nominee for the to be the voting additional voting delegate, and that being Councillor McMichael, there's no need for point B there, which is via the show of hands. So what we will do is we'll just go straight to the vote. All those in favour of the motion on the screen, thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Look forward to having you with us at Rosehill Racecourse, Councillor McMichael. Councillors, item 7.2 is the Council Actions Report for the period January 2022 to July 2023. Council is being asked to note the report, and details of this are on page 9 of the agenda and page 12 of the attachments. Can I have a mover, please? Thank you. We did the whole lot as together. Thank you. Councillor Robinson is moving that. A seconder for item 7.2. Thank you, Councillor Packham. Councillor Robinson, anything you wish to say? Councillor Packham? Thanks. All right, let's put that to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Councillors, will do items 8.1 and 8.2 together, which are the cash and investment reports for the months of May 2023 and June 2023. By June 2023, Council held $99 million in investments and $32 million in cash. Details of this are on page 10 of the agenda, and Council is being asked to note these 2 reports. Can I have a mover, please? Thank you, Councillor Packham. A seconder. Thank you, Councillor Gadders. Councillor Packham.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's great to see the cash investment reports coming together and in time. I think it's fantastic the amount of work that the finance team's done behind this. which means it's an informed report as well, and not just a report for the sake of being reported on. It actually has useful information that people are making decisions on, and as we try to earn more than the bank bill swap rate on our investments, it gives us a few more tools in our belt to be able to make sure that we get through our recovery. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Gadders, no. All right, councillors, let's put that to the vote for items 8.1 and 8.2. I declare that carried unanimously. Thank you. Councillors, we now come to item 8.3, which is around referring the draft financials to audit. So the report is seeking council's endorsement of the draft 2022-23 financial statements for referral to audit, and then some associated processes to enable the audited financial statements to be presented at the November 2023 Ordinary Council meeting. Details of this are from page 22 of the agenda. And can I call, there's a recommendation on the screen, but can I call for a mover? Councillor Packham, do you want to move anything?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move a motion on the basis of the recommendation with the exceptions of clause A and B.
Thank you.
To remove those portions.
Yep, okay, so that's what's being moved. Do I have a seconder for what's on the screen? Thank you, Councillor Robinson. Councillor Packham.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I think everyone here and all councillors and staff appreciate that the amount of work that has to go into the technical compliance of financial statements in a public organisation these days are just a monumental task. One that every day, every minute, you're under pressure to get this done by the time frame set by the Audit Office of New South Wales, let alone their technical division on new disclosures, etc. So I'm absolutely in favour of the revised motion that we have here, that council is allowing the experts in the Audit Office of New South Wales and our Audit Risk and Improvement Committee the time frame and the bandwidth to be able to put this to audit on time and as required. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Packham. Councillor Robinson, anything to add?
Yeah, thank you. I'll look forward to reading the results when they're available to us with great interest, and possibly eventually having some simpler version that everybody can understand. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillors, anyone else wish to comment? All right, let's put that to the vote. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. We now come to item 9.1, which is a draft renewable energy community benefit framework. So this is going to be a crucial document because Armidale is the epicentre of what is laid out as the largest renewable energy zone in Australia. It really means it's our one-off mining boom, which brings with it both positives and negatives. So whilst the say that council has over individual projects that are going to appear in the renewable energy zone is somewhat hampered by state regulation, it is essential that council sets up, or this council sets up the Armidale Regional Council area to ensure intergenerational benefit sharing that arises from the RES. So it's not just for us now, this is something that should go into the future. Now, to date, the planning agreements that have been negotiated by this council have delivered a minimum financial contribution of 1.5% of construction value. And that really has set a new benchmark in the industry. So what this document is seeking to do is to formalise the stance and make it ARC specific. And in doing so, it will set ground rules for all future renewable developments. So the details of this are from page 26 of the agenda and 39 of the attachments. There is a recommendation on the screen, but can I call for a mover? Thank you, Councillor Gadders. And a seconder can be Councillor Robinson. Councillor Gadders, anything to add?
Just a few words, Mr. Mayor. So completely agree with your comments there. I guess if I could quickly reinforce a few extra words of my own. The renewable energy zone is a state significant development. We at ARC have little control over that development being, while it's on our doorstep, but while it's here and we have little control, we must absolutely embrace the renewable energy zone coming here to us. So we've got to put ourselves in a position where we gain maximum benefit for our community and the LGA, and that's exactly what the community benefit framework is all about that we're looking at here. It outlines Armidale Regional Council's minimum thresholds for the benefits back to our community. It's also, I believe, good business practice to visibly set such thresholds so that the renewable energy proponents have got something to work forward with in the years to come. And as you said, Mr. Mayor, this is a framework that is intergenerational. So I fully endorse it.
Thank you. Councillor Robinson.
Yes, I'd just like to congratulate the staff for their initiative on this, because it's a very much needed initiative, and I will certainly look forward to seeing the public response when it's on public exhibition. And also note that other councils are also taking up this idea. I believe Dubbo Council and Warren-Bungall's, two other councils that are all involved in something similar. So we will welcome to the club. Let's get on with it, and let's get this renewable energy zone and look after our climate.
Thank you, Councillor Robinson. Councillors, anyone else? Councillor Redwood.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. Like my colleagues that have spoken before me, fully supportive of this, and this is one of the ways that we help to shape the outcome for the benefit of our community in a set of projects that we have little control over. This is one of the ways that we can have some degree of control and land some benefits for our community ongoing. So fully supportive. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, councillors, if there's no further, there is further comment. Councillor McMichael.
I'd just like to endorse what everyone else says and remind the community to look at the 28-day plan and to see what we're doing. And, 1.6% of the scheme is for community benefit. It's a state significant scheme. The government is saying we must be, it's happening no matter what we think. So, let's get involved with the 1.6%.
Thank you, Councillor McMichael. So what we're going to vote on now, councillors, is to put this, endorse this framework to go up on public exhibition and receive a further report at the end of the 28-day exhibition period. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Councillors, we now go to item 9.2, which is the finalisation of the planning proposal for 57 Newton Street. So this item just concerns the permissibility of light industrial activity at 57 Newton Street, which has been historic. It's been there before some of the current planning guidelines. It's also been a live item for a number of months, and so this here is bringing it to a conclusion. We have the details on page 29 of the agenda and 41 of the attachments. So there is a recommendation on the screen outlining the process required to put this to bed. Do I have a mover? Thanks, Councillor Galletley. And a seconder? Thanks, Councillor McMichael. Councillor Galletley, anything to add?
Good to get this out of the way, and I'm sure the boys up there will be happy that they can cruise along and do what they thought they could do in the first place. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor McMichael.
Congratulations to the staff for finally getting it finished. It's fantastic to see it done. Great work.
Excellent. All right, let's put that to a vote. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Item 10.1 is an update or a progress report on the operational plan. So it's an update for the period April to June 2023. There are some details on page 35 of the agenda and 115 of the attachments, which includes a very nifty traffic light summary as to the progress of projects in the plan. So council is being asked to note the status of the operational plan as at 30 June 2023. Can I have a mover, please, for a recommendation on the screen? Thanks, Councillor Galletley. And a seconder. Thank you, Councillor Gatters. Anything to say? Okay, terrific. Councillor Gatters.
Maybe if I could quickly, appreciate the team pulling this together. Just for those in the public, this is what puts a lid on, I guess, our pre-SRV world and all the fabulous work that's been done as part of Restore and Thrive. And going forward from here, we move forward into an SRV world and all the good things that will happen in our delivery plan around that. So look forward to it.
Thank you. Councillors, if there's nothing to add, let's put that to a vote. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. Which brings us to item 11.1, the Kempsey Road status report. So this is, well, the second or the third of what is going to be a regular monthly update on the Kempsey Armidale Road restoration project, where council is being asked to note the information contained in the report. Details are from page 38 of the agenda. Can I have there's a recommendation on the screen where council notes the report. Can I have a mover, please? Thank you, Councillor Robinson, and a seconder. Thanks, Councillor Gatters. Councillor Robinson.
No, it's very good to see this report and how we're going to manage the risks in relation to this very, very massive and very, very difficult project. But it all looks good. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Gatters, anything to add? No. All right. Councillors, let's put this to a vote. All those in favour of noting the report? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. We don't have any notices of motion, which brings us to item 13.1. We only have one committee report, which are the minutes of the Sports Council Committee on the 7th of August, where council is being asked to note the minutes. And details appear page 45 of the agenda and 176 of the attachments. Can I have a mover? Thanks, Councillor Galletley. A seconder? Thanks, Councillor McMichael. Councillor Galletley, anything to say?
No, we're just cruising along. We've got a new lass that's in place, and they're busy, and yeah, no, it's going really well. Thank you very much.
Terrific. All right. We've all had an opportunity to read them. Councillor McMichael.
Can I just add a couple of things?
So,
Can I say that the Joy of Armidale is a fantastically busy weekend for everybody. There's thousands of people coming. Not only is it graduation, but Fizzy's having a busy weekend, and hockey is having their finals, and and Taz is having a rugby. So look, there's all kinds of activities as well as book week. So look, you know, Armidale is full of exciting, fabulous things to do, and no one can be bored. Okay.
Terrific. You are spot on there. Thank you, Councillor
Just
McMichael.
fabulous. Yep. Have fun.
We are a sporting mecca, and we can't ignore Book Week on Saturday the 26th. And
Sporting and cultural. Sporting and cultural mecca.
And we will also have markets in the mall on Sunday the 27th. If you're not in Armidale, you're missing out. All right. Let's put this to a vote. All those in favour? Thank you. I declare that that carried unanimously. And councillors, we have one final item, which is an update, or it's a response to a question on notice from Councillor Robinson in relation to the timing of the PWA's consultation on water and willingness to pay. Councillor Robinson, I'll ask you to move it and then move it and speak to it, and then we'll. No, probably not.
Oh, thank you very much for the answer. The one other additional point that I learned was that the economic analysis will probably take till the end of the financial year, in other words, June 2024. So we can probably look forward to the consultation soon after that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Look, we should get a seconder before we vote on it. Thank you, Councillor Gatters. Councillors, let's put this to a vote. All those in favour of noting the response? Thank you. I declare that carried unanimously. And councillors, there being no further business, I declare this council meeting closed at 4:25. Thank you very much.